For our presentation, we're doing the concept of downward social comparison. I'm Kara Adams.
And I'm Jessica Chikola. Social comparison is the process of using information about others as a gauge of our own attitudes and abilities. So this is split up into two different types, upward social comparison and downward social comparison. Upward social comparison is comparisons with others who we feel like are doing better than we are, and which can make us feel discouraged, especially if we feel like we don't have the confidence to improve our own situation ourselves.
I don't know what else I can do, because if I do something right, it's unacknowledged. She doesn't even say thank you. But if I do something wrong, she is vicious.
So quit.
What?
Quit. I can get another girl to take your job in 5 minutes. One who really wants it.
But no, I don't want to quit. That's not fair. But I'm just saying that I would just like a little credit for the fact that I'm killing myself trying.
Ugh, Andy, be serious. You are not trying. You are whining. What is it that you want me to say to you, huh? Do you want me to say, poor you? Miranda's picking on you. Poor you, poor Andy. Wake up, 6. She's just doing her job. Don't you know that you were working at the place that published some of the greatest artists of the century? Halston, Lagerfeld, De La Renta. And what they did, what they created, was greater than art. Because you live your life in it. Well, not you, obviously, but some people. You think this is just a magazine? This is not just a magazine. This is a shining beacon of hope for, I don't know. Let's say a young boy growing up in Rhode Island with 6 brothers, pretending to go to soccer practice when he was really going to sewing class and reading Runway under the covers at night with a flashlight. You have no idea how many legends have walked these halls. And what's worse, you don't care. Because this place, where so many people would die to work, you only deign to work. And you want to know why she doesn't kiss you on the forehead and give you a gold star on your homework at the end of the day. Wake up, sweetheart.
This last clip was an example of upward social comparison because when Andy's discouraged about her situation, this man reminds her that when you put things in perspective, her efforts aren't nearly as much as people before her. In contrast, there is downward social comparison, where we compare ourselves to others who have it worse in order for us to feel better about ourselves and our own problems.
Right, remember you and I have totally different jobs. I mean, you get coffee and you run errands, yet I am in charge of her schedule, her appointments and her expenses. And most importantly, I get to go with her to Paris for Fashion Week Fall. I get to wear couture, I go to all the shows and all the parties, I meet all of the designers, it's divine. Okay, now stay here. I go to the art department to give them the book. This is the book. Now, it is a mock-up of everything in the current issue. And we deliver it to Miranda's apartment every night. And she don't touch it. She returns it to us in the morning with her notes. Now, the second assistant is supposed to do this, but Miranda is very private, and she does not like strangers in her house. So until she decides that you're not a total psycho, I get the lovely task of waiting around for the book. Oh, Emily, what do I deal with it?
This last clip was an example of downward social comparison because Emily's comparing jobs with Andy's, who she feels is a lower level job, in order to feel better about her own position that she is clearly stressed about.
People in relationships generally do engage in downward social comparisons rather than upward ones.
This is in part due to threat condition, where couples compare their relationships to others with even worse flaws in order to feel better about their own.
This mindset being, yeah, at least we have these issues, but at least it's not as bad as this issue. Social exchange theory proposes that partners weigh their relationships by costs and benefits they are currently experiencing. Relationship dependence is a function of the quality of relationships compared to the quality of available alternatives to the relationship. Social exchange theory affects social comparison theory by adding the element of alternative eligible partners in comparison to their current partner.
People in a deeply committed relationship may feel awkward and uncomfortable to admit an attraction to someone other than their partner, the rationale being that their current partner isn't right for them. So they have two options. They can either avoid attractive alternatives altogether, or they can derogate alternative partners if they can't avoid them. This is where people view information that is potentially threatening as less threatening in order to avoid dissonance in their own relationship. For example, in the study by Linden et al., they found partners in a committed dating relationship were more likely to rate people as less attractive than people not dating.
All right, so that concludes our presentation on downward social comparison. I hope you enjoyed it.